Yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to the third lecture on the chapter Environmental Issues. Today, we will be moving with the topic solid waste and radioactive waste, which we scheduled to be conducted the previous day itself. Yes, there's a small mistake on the thumbnail. That is, I have typed. Oh, I haven't shared the screen. Yes, my mistake. Yes, absolutely fine right now. Yes, Little Explorer. 1 second, please wait. Now is everything fine? Am I audible? Is my screen clearly visible to everyone? Yes? Please give me a thumbs up on the screen if everything is fine and clear by now. Yes? Okay, Arjun. Okay. Guys, this is not the lecture number 2. Lecture number 2, yesterday evening we took it, and this is to be lecture number 3. Guys, please cooperate here. A small construction work is happening. That is why you are hearing the sounds. Okay, I'll try to manage it and everything. Yes. So this is the lecture number 3 on this chapter. Moving on, don't forget to like, share, subscribe our wonderful channel and leave the comment in the public comment section after the class. So today we will be dealing with this fantastic topic. Okay, today we'll be discussing with this particular topic solid waste and their effect. Fine everyone. Yes, solid waste. What do you mean by solid waste? Solid waste is something, or we call something as solid waste, that refer to everything that goes out in a trash. Trash means that everything that goes into dustbin. Okay, so solid waste are substances. We refer to solid waste all those substances which goes out into the trash. Yes, we have different types of solid waste. First one is the municipal solid waste. What do you mean by municipal solid waste? Municipal solid waste are the kind of waste materials which are generated from home, offices, stores, schools, hospitals, etc. Yes, guys, am I audible? Am I audible, everyone? Am I audible? Yes, give me hearts on the screen if I'm audible. Yes. Thank you, Nila. I think only you are over here. I don't know where are the others. I'm getting only your comment. Municipal solid waste are those waste that comes from home, office, stores, schools, and hospitals that are collected and disposed by the municipality. You might have seen the municipality vehicle coming and or the municipality workers coming and taking the dust or the waste materials, right? Yes. So all solid waste, all kinds of solid waste cannot be completely burned. That might leads to pollution. There are certain solid waste which we can burn, but we cannot completely burn all the solid waste because it can lead to tremendous increase in the rate of pollution. The open dumps. So we will move on to the open dumping like this. Open dumping like this, right? Open dumping. This open dumping serve as the breeding ground for rats and flies, which leads to the formation of certain types of pandemic situations or pandemic diseases. Yes, yes, I also noticed and I received no comments in the telegram also. Yes. Anyway, I have to finish the portion. That's why I'm taking. I hope let's them join for the quiz or whatever. Yes, so solid waste refers to everything that goes out into the trash. The municipal solid waste comes from home, office, stores, schools, hospitals, etc. that are collected and disposed by the municipality. All solid waste cannot be completely burned, and open dumps, if we dump the waste openly, it may serve as a breeding ground for rats and mosquitoes. So we are moving on with the next step. Open dumping will give rise to sanitary landfill. What is sanitary landfill? Sanitary landfill are the substitutes for open burning dumps. Instead of open burning, we move on to the method known as sanitary landfill, which act as a substitute for open dumping. So open dumping will leads to the growth of rats, flies, etc. Growth of mosquitoes, vectors, etc. Right? Yes. So in this sanitary landfill, what we are doing is that the waste are dumped in a depression. The wastes are dumped in a depression or trench and is covered with the help of dirt. This is what is said to be sanitary landfill. This is what is said to be sanitary landfill. Yes. What is sanitary landfill? We will select a particular a deep pit or a depression, and we will put the waste over there, and above the soil, above the waste, we'll cover it with the help of the soil or sand, and above which we build certain buildings, or above which we construct buildings, shopping malls, etc., etc. Yes, all these things are happening in the sanitary landfill. Nila, if you have, I think only you are over here. That's why I'm asking you. I don't know anybody else. If you're there, please comment me. Okay, Nila, if you have any doubt, please comment me in the comment section. Okay. Yes. Limitation. What are the main limitations of landfill? Amount of garbage, especially in the metro cities, amount of garbage, especially in the metro cities, have increased so much due to increase in population. Increase in population have led to the tremendous increase in the rate of population by the organisms. Okay. So, what is the ill effect or the limitations of sanitary landfill? It includes seepage of chemicals from landfills and pollutes the underground water, making the well water or the river water or whatever most probably will contribute to the pollution of well water unfit for human consumption. Okay, it will make the underground water unfit for human consumption. That is a main limitation of landfills. Okay, look guys, suppose we are dumping all the solid waste over here in a deep trench, you suppose. Look, through these leakage, if leakage anything happens onto this pipe, what happens? All these solid waste may release into the underground water table. This all will be released into the underground water. And what happens? This will make this water polluted. This will make the water polluted. Am I right? Yes. Next is solid waste are mainly of three types. There are mainly three types of solid waste. First one is biodegradable waste, or that undergo natural breakdown. That undergo natural breakdown process. Second one is the non-biodegradable material. Second one is a non-biodegradable material which cannot be degraded directly by the microorganism. Third one is the recyclable material. What? The materials which can be recycled, you may call it as what? Recyclable materials. Biodegradable materials which are easily broken down by the microorganisms by secreting certain enzymes or whatever certain substances, for example, vegetables, Fruits are examples of biodegradable material. Next is non-biodegradable material, which cannot be directly broken down into simpler units with the help of microbes. For example, plastic packets, poly bags, polystyrene, all these things will remain in the soil for millions and billions of years. Especially plastic foils remain in the soil for millions of years. Then third one is a recyclable material. For example, certain kinds of plastic are recyclable. And e-waste, what do you mean by e-waste? E-waste means electronic waste. Electronic waste, that is old television, irreparable mechanical parts. All these are what you call it as to be what the e-waste. Nila, are you understanding? Yes. Okay, electronic waste. Next is eco-friendly packing. What do you mean by eco-friendly packing? It can be used instead of plastics. Eco-friendly packing can be used instead of plastic. For example, carrying cloth, natural fiber carry bags. All these are examples of eco-friendly packaging instead of in order to reduce the use of plastic. Nowadays, most of the people are using what? Plastic carry. Instead of plastic carry bags, they are using cloth bags. Yes. So guys, this vegetable peels, fruit, etc. Fruits are the examples of biodegradable material. Plastic, electronic waste, poly bags, all these are examples of non-biodegradable waste, out of which certain types of plastic and electronic waste are recyclable. 1 second. Yes, look, we have reached 40 only. How much we have to complete till 74? Yes. Moving on with the next one. Hospital waste. What do you hospital waste contains disinfectant. Hospital waste contains disinfectant, harmful chemicals, and pathogenic microorganisms. The hospital waste are disposed of by using incinerators. Okay, the hospital waste. The best method to treat hospital waste is with the help of incinerators. This is what is incinerator. Okay, disinfection of the hospital materials are done with the help of incinerators, which contain disinfectant. Hospital waste mainly consist of disinfectant, harmful chemicals, pathogenic microorganism, etc. That is why the needles or the injection needles which are used for a particular person is never given to or used for injecting into another person. Next is electronic waste or e-waste. They are all irreparable electronic waste. For example, what? Irreparable parts of computers, irreparable parts of television, mobile phones, certain things like this. Okay, they are what they how they are disposed. They are either incinerated or they are buried in landfills. Recycling is the we already told that e-waste are what recyclable waste. E-waste are recyclable waste. So it is an eco-friendly solution for the treatment of e-waste. But during recycling, what happens is that the workers working over there will get exposed to toxic substances which are present in e-waste, radiation. Okay, highly electronic substances we are using, right? So it might lead to the production of certain radiation which can cause the workers to be exposed to a large amount of chemical or toxic substances. Over half of the electronic waste develops in the world are from the developed are exported to developing countries. For example, China, India, Pakistan. Certain many types of products produced by China, right? So many metals such as copper, iron, silicon, nickel, gold are recovered during the process of recycling. All these things we can find in an electronic waste, which are all recycled during the process. I hope you are understanding each and everything. I already told you a small construction work happening over here. That's why you are getting the sound. Yes. I hope you will be able to manage it. Yes, perfect. Next one, we are moving on. Poly blend. Guys, this is the person, Sir Said Ahmad Khan. Sir Said Ahmad Khan, who was a plastic sack manufacturer. Okay, who was, sorry, Sir Said Ahmad Khan, who was a plastic sack manufacturer in Bangalore, develops a company for poly blend. It is a fine powder of modified recycled modified plastic. So polyblend, we can use polyblend, the substance called polyblend instead of plastic waste. Instead of plastic waste, you can use a substance called polyblend. What do you mean by polyblend? It is a modified recycled form of our plastic, and that was developed by a sack manufacturer Ahmad Khan from Bangalore. And how did he lay down his company? The poly blend which he observed by the recycling of the plastic, he mixed it with the butamin. I hope you might have seen butamin, which is used to lay down the roads, right? So polyblend was mixed with the butamin and is used to lay the roads. What happens is that we will get a particular amount of road life when we lay the roads with butamin only. But when the blend of polyblend and butamin enhances the butamin's water repellent properties and helps to increase the road life by 3 times, 3 to 5 times more increased road life. Okay, I don't know what happened to the others. Yesterday you were having only one class and all other were the telegram quizzes I scheduled, right? I don't know why others haven't joined. So guys, don't forget Sir Said Ahmad Khan, who was a plastic sack manufacturer in Bangalore, developed the substance called polyblend. It is a modified recycled plastic. Okay, little explorer, you were here, I hope. Yes, polyblend is used or mixed with butamin, and this increases the butamin's water repellent properties and helps to increase the road life. I hope you are clear with it. I hope you are clear with it. Yes. Next is agrochemicals and their effects. Agrochemicals and their effect is the next topic we are discussing. Inorganic fertilizer, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, all these things. I already told you that insecticides and pesticides will be causing certain type of biomagnification and eutrophications. Yes. So inorganic fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, all these things are toxic to the non-target organisms that are an important components of the soil ecosystem. Suppose we are spraying, suppose the cotton plant is always infested with worms, so we are spraying a particular inorganic or a chemical fertilizer in order to um, free the plant from all these kinds of worms. But what happens is that the small insect which will be feeding on this cotton leaf or cotton buds, all these things will also get died due to this chemical fertilizer. And suppose if this organisms which were extinct are a part, an integral part of our ecosystem will lose its balance. Yes. So these are biomagnified in the terrestrial ecosystem. Yes, guys, I think yesterday when we discussed about biomagnification, those who were in the class may know. Okay, when we taught that about birds, when we told that when the concentration of DDT reaches birds, it is 25 ppm. In the slide, it was 5 ppm. Yes, 1 second, I'll show you now. Yes, guys, over here it was 2 ppm, and here it is not 5 ppm. It is, you'll be having 25 ppm. Please take care of this. This is not 5. When It was type 2 doesn't come. That was the problem. I hope you're understanding now what I meant. Yes, I hope you understand. Yes, so happy about you guys. So happy because you just regained or you just rewatched it after some time after the class. That would be more fine and better. Yes, very proud of you guys. Yes, the chemical fertilizer will have certain substances such as nitrates and phosphates, which causes a condition called eutrophication, Next is the integrated farming, integrated organic farming. It is a cyclical. What do you mean by integrated organic farming? It is a cyclical, zero waste procedure where waste products from one process are cycled in as nutrients for the other process. Guys, imagine I am a farmer, I am a farmer or a person who just cultivates. I have a so much organic farming in my area. What I did was I had cattle, organic cattle feeding I have. So I have an agricultural land from where I cultivate the feed for my cattle, such as sheep. So I will just pluck out the cat feed from the ground and I will be feeding my cattle. The excreta of the cattle, I will be using it for as an organic matter. I will be using the excreta of that particular animals. I am using again it as an organic product or an organic fertilizer which can be used again for my crops. Exactly like this, it is a cyclical zero waste procedure. For example, a person named Ramesh Chandra Dagar, who was a farmer in Sonipat, Haryana, included beekeeping. The first thing he included was beekeeping, then dairy farming, water harvesting, composting, and agriculture in the integrated organic farming. Guys, look, healthy yield through organic farming. He conducted organic farming, healthy yield is obtained. That healthy yield is used as an organic cattle field. From the cattle, you are producing heavy milk. Okay, the excreta of the cattle is again used for composting, which is organic replenishment of the land plots. We are using it for the organic replenishment of the land plots, which can again be used to increase the yield of the area. Absolutely fine. I hope very easy, very brilliant. Yes, in a single thing, he just cultivated how many things he has: crop field, then cattle, milk production, composting, organic replenished land. Advantages of Daggers integrated organic farming. What are the advantages? Because they support each other. They support each other and allow an economical and a sustainable venture. There is no need for chemical fertilizer since he is using composting. We can say that since he is using composting, we can say that there is no further need for chemical fertilizer as dung of the cattle is itself used as the manure. Then crop waste is used to create the compost or the natural fertilizer and to generate the natural gas which can be used to provide energy in the farm. Then Ramesh Chandra Dagar has created Haryana Kisan Welfare Club. Haryana, very important. Ramesh Chandra Dagar just created a Haryana Kisan Welfare Club to spread information about the integrated organic farming. To spread information about the integrated organic farming. Is it clear, Little Explorer? Is it clear, Nila? Fine, everyone. Tell me on the chat box. All these things you know, that's why I'm going a bit faster. I hope you're understanding each and every point. I'm telling each and every point also. Yes? Hope you're understanding. Next one, radioactive waste, as our portion suggests, all about radioactive waste. Use of nuclear energy has two main problems. First one, Accidental leakage. First one is accidental leakage. Second one is the safe disposal of radioactive waste. These two are the main problems which we suffer during the use of certain waste such as the radioactive waste. Okay, fine. So accidental leakage, there were certain examples, 3 Mile Island incident, Chernobyl incident. All these are examples of the accidental leakage, guys. Accidental leakage of the radioactive material. It is, one second. Oh. One second, let me correct it off after this. Nuclear radiation causes mutation. It's not audible. One second. Am I audible now? Am I audible now? Okay, thank you. Yes. Radioactive. So there was an accidental leakage. There can be an accidental leakage, for example, 3 Mile Island incident and also the Chernobyl disaster. And safe disposal of radioactive waste is also a big issue that we have to consider. So mutation or these radiations causes certain cancers, certain type of skin cancer. Yes, guys, this was the Chernobyl disaster. Chernobyl disaster. This is the 3 Mile Island disaster. Yes, 3 Mile Island disaster and the Chernobyl disaster. Guys, this was the same slide now. Okay, this is the incidences that happened in different parts of the world due to the accidental leakage of this radioactive material. Guys, this is how the radioactive materials are stored underground. This is how the radioactive materials are stored underground. Okay, so it is recommended to store the nuclear waste in shielded containers buried within the rocks about 500-meter deep below the Earth's surface. But the public, what happens? The public opposes this method because if there is an accidental leakage, what's going to happen is that it will suddenly enters the groundwater. Okay, groundwater, it will infect or affect the quality or unfit. It makes the groundwater unfit for human consumption. Fine, everyone. Yes. So how is the radioactive material stored? They are stored under nuclear shielded containers stored 500-meter deep below the Earth's surface. Guys, which slide we reach? 50. Okay, we reached 50th slide and we have 74. Yes. So our next topic is all about greenhouse effect and global warming. Greenhouse effect and global warming, which we are going to discuss next. Can we move forward? Can we move forward with this wonderful topic, greenhouse effect and global warming? Or since nobody is there, I should stop it and continue in the next class. I hope I could take this also so that we'll finish off with this chapter. Which one? Should I continue? Okay. So next is the greenhouse gas. Okay, greenhouse effect and global warming. So first one is the greenhouse. What do you mean by greenhouse? Greenhouse is a small glass house which is used for growing plants during winter. I don't know whether you have seen this in borders of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and all these places. Greenhouses are common. Okay, greenhouse is actually, we are referring, greenhouse means it's a small glass house which are used for growing plants during winter. The glass panel lets the light in but does not allow the light to escape outside. Thus, the greenhouse warms up the surrounding. Fine? Yes. So that is what is greenhouse. Greenhouse is a small glass house which is used for growing plants during winter. And this glass panel, the main important function of glass panel is that it act as the covering or act as a protection that includes or lets the light come in, but it won't allow the light to escape, especially the heat will not be allowed to escape. That is why we termed this phenomenon as greenhouse effect. Okay, greenhouse effect means it causes the natural heating of the Earth's surface and atmosphere, and it's present at an average temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. Very important neat MCQ from this part, greenhouse effect and global warming. And without greenhouse effect, the average temperature of the Earth's surface would have been minus 18 degrees Celsius. Even at 0 degrees Celsius, we will not be able to survive. Okay. Okay, little explorer. I hope you are hearing everything. Okay. Yes. So, guys, both of you, this is what is greenhouse effect. Actually, without there are advantages of greenhouse effect and disadvantages also. Yes, advantage is that what it maintains an average temperature of the Earth's surface. It maintains an average temperature of the Earth's surface. That is, it maintains the temperature of the Earth at 15 degrees Celsius and minus 18 degrees Celsius. Instead of minus 18 degrees Celsius, which will be very hard for the people to live, and it will be maintaining the Earth's temperature at a temperature of 15 degree Celsius. Next one, clouds and gases reflect about one fourth of the incoming solar radiation and absorb some of it. This all are not important. This paragraph is not so important. What? But since it is given in the NCRT, I am including it. So clouds and gases reflect about one fourth of the solar incoming radiation and absorb some of it. But half of the solar radiation falls on the Earth's surface while a small amount is reflected. Guys, through this atmosphere, through this layer of atmosphere, the solar radiation, some one fourth of the solar radiations are reflected. One second. Okay, one fourth of the incoming solar radiation are reflected. Some of them are passed inside, some of them are escaped, and some of them are irradiated also. Yes, fine, everyone. Earth's surface re-emits heat as infrared radiation, but a part of infrared is absorbed by atmospheric gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, etc., and they won't allow these gases to escape into the Earth's surface, and that may contribute to the heating of the Earth's surface, which is called the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect simply means increase in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere due to the heating effect. Okay, so carbon dioxide, chlorofluoro, what are the greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, and nitrous oxide are the main greenhouse gases. Fine, everyone. So in the next upcoming slides, we have to study about the percentage composition of the greenhouse gases also. So overheating of the earth due to greenhouse gases is called global warming. During the past centuries, the temperature of Earth has increased by zero point 0.6 degrees Celsius, most of it during the last 3 decades. And why is it happening? Because of the harmful gases released by the automobiles. All these things are contributing to the tremendous increase in the greenhouse gases. Yes. Next is impact of global warming. Climatic changes, impact of global warming. First one is the climatic changes. For example, El Nino effect, very important. At least 20 times repeated question. At least 20 times repeated MCQ for you need. Okay, El Nino effect. What is El Nino effect? An abnormal weather pattern caused by the warming of the Pacific Ocean. That is an abnormal temperature. An abnormal temperature. At some places it will be very high. At some places it will be very low. Like this, there is not an active temperature pattern. This might lead to certain condition called melting of polar ice caps, Himalayan snow caps. Then, what are the future impact? Rise in the sea level submerges many coastal. Condition happens like this. Okay, condition happens like this. The polar ice caps will melt, which may contribute to the loss of what land, which will contribute to the loss of terrestrial organisms. Yes. Next, what are the measures we have to adopt for the control of global warming? We have to reduce the use of fossil fuels, which is the main cause of global warming, guys. Global warming. Yes. Let the sound end. After that, we'll continue. Yes, improve the efficiency of energy usage, reduce deforestation and plant trees. How many of us plant trees during the environmental day? Or how many of you plant trees in your garden during this lockdown period? Very few people. So we have to reduce deforestation and we have to have forests. That is, we have to plant trees. Slowing down the growth of human population is major important factor for the control of pollution, greenhouse effect, or global warming, or whatever. So international initiatives are also being taken to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. Yes, from this onwards, we'll continue with the next class. Ozone depletion in the stratosphere. Onwards, we'll continue in the next class. We reached slide number 56. That is, we have only a few more portion which we'll complete in the next class. That is ozone depletion. Next class, we'll be dealing with ozone depletion, then about the degradation and the improper resource utilization and maintenance we'll be discussing, and after that, as the last, we'll discuss about the deforestation. Look, guys, how tremendous, how beautifully it is cultivated. If you clearly view this, this is like a human lungs. Yes, this much area the trees are deforested or cut it down. Yes, look how the bronchioles, etc. are arranged. Yes, that's all about deforestation. We'll be discussing in the next class, and thereby we'll come to the end of this wonderful chapter again. Thank you all for wonderfully listening in the class. Hope you understood. Don't forget to read the NCRT after the class itself. Those who are not over here, just watch this in our YouTube. Check the community page. You will have the latest videos uploaded over there. Yes. So sharp at 11 o'clock, we will have the Neet Mantra quiz, Telegram quiz on the chapter environmental issues. Wait for that. Do well. All the questions are previous year questions. Yes. So tomorrow most probably would be finishing this chapter, and after tomorrow, that is the next day, we'll be beginning with a new chapter, biodiversity and its conservation. And guys, we have an important thing, right? This chapter is not there in our CBSE syllabus this year. 2021 2021 CBSE students, this chapter is not there for your syllabus this year. Okay. CBSE 2021, you don't have this environmental issues this year. Okay. But Neet batch, those who are preparing for Neet till now know, after the results of Neet 2021 on the all things come only, NTA will be producing a official announcement regarding the reduction or what no change in the syllabus or whatever. They haven't issued any sample papers till now. So if they issue a sample paper only, we'll be able to know whether they would be reducing the syllabus or not. Fine, everyone. So we have to wait for that. So till then, bye bye. Take care.